welcome to your first day at the bakery.
So you're expected to take no sick days, no vacation time, and you're getting paid about $4.70 an hour. That sound good?
Come on in.
Hey,
Hey,
welcome back.
bakery.
The bakery,
Whoa.
6 p.m. EST. Whoa, on Saturdays. We're back, baby. Let's fucking go. Welcome in, everybody. Hope everybody's having a fantastic day. It's your lovely bread boys, the Chris and the Pete. I'm the Pete. He's the Chris. Yeah.
That's me.
As you just touch
That's
touch
me.
tips. Let's touch tips.
Oh god, just like in the locker room.
Fuck it. It's not even 5 seconds in. Fucking
You set me up for that. That was your fault, not mine.
Christopher, how are you doing today, man?
I'm doing okay, Peter Fur.
So what are we talking about today?
Your mama.
What?
Yeah, surprise.
Oh man, that's crazy. She's a bitch.
Whoa, that's not nice.
That's the truth. I know, Amy. I know. Welcome in, everybody, though, to this week. We're talking about shitty work experiences, or just work experiences in general, because I've got a positive story I think that's kind of cool. But, Chris, you're very excited for this episode. We pushed this one back, what, like 7 or 8 fucking times at this point, I think?
We pushed it back at least 27 times.
That's great. That's been since episode 1. We were going to talk about shitty work stories.
I mean, why not?
Yeah.
Work sucks.
It does.
What are you eating?
Nothing.
Stop this.
I ain't doing nothing.
So what, am I going first? Or
Yeah, why don't you tell us a story? Tell us a fun story, Chris.
Are we going back and forth?
Yeah, why not? Let's do that.
Are we going to verbatim repeat how we recorded the one before we restarted?
What?
What? Anyway. Yeah, work, man. Work sucks.
No, that's true. I agree.
I've done odd things like here and there, but when I first got like a it wasn't full time, it was part time, but I pretty much worked at like a full time job. When I worked at a store, a grocery store.
I know the tell of this grocery store.
I worked at this grocery store, and it was during COVID. And I applied to basically do like the events that you see when you go in the store, the event like marketing.
Yeah. Free samples.
Peter, listen, I'm trying to make it sound better than what it is. Shut the fuck up. Because it was more than just that, sir. Anyway.
True, you're right. I was screaming when I had that position. I was like, buy some cheddar cheese. It'll make you feel at ease. I like rhymed and shit.
Spoiler alert, Pete worked the same job, except for he worked the worst part of the job. Because when I started, I was there for like, I want to say about 2 years, maybe almost 2 years, doing like the actual like store work, because it was during COVID, and a little after COVID, they like never let us serve food for like the longest time or anything. So we were just doing regular store work until we did start doing the events, and that's when I just really wanted to destroy myself. I was at that job for about 2.5 years. It's to this day the longest job I've had. I mean, it was a pretty easy job, and other than dealing with like stupid customers sometimes, it was all right. I had this one situation during the first part of it where after a few months of being there, the store manager didn't want me there because like he thought I wasn't working. So he told my supervisor like, hey, I don't want him here. So she had to remove me until like we wouldn't be able to do like our contracted work. And then like I want to say a couple months after, she calls me and she tells me, she's like, yeah, you can come back. It was like the store manager wants you back or whatever, and said that like, oh, he said it was just a joke or whatever, and like that pissed me off. I was like, you telling me just a joke made it so I couldn't work for 2 months?
Fuck that.
On top of that, like one of my cats died, and like I couldn't do the vet myself because like I wasn't working, so it was like perfect timing. But after being there for a while and like It was alright. I was happy until we started actually doing the events, and then I really hated it. It was pretty much just standing in one spot forever.
Yeah.
It made me mentally and physically just miserable.
You know what my favorite thing was? When they gave us the mats to like stand there and they're like, "Oh, this is going to help alleviate your back and your leg tension," but it did fucking dick.
Yeah, it didn't do anything. And before that, we didn't even have proper like fatigue pads. They were just like these like puzzle piece things for kids.
Really?
So like we didn't even so we didn't even have like the proper shit yet.
Mm.
And like you would get yelled at if you were like walking away from like your station or whatever. Like you had to stand in the same spot for the whole time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um so eventually, I worked that for a while. They all loved me, and they all like wanted me to like keep moving up and stuff, and didn't want me to leave. And I was saying for like a year at that point that like I was leaving. I eventually started dating a coworker, which is not great.
Oh, we've talked about
You
this
never
one, I
want to
think.
do that. Yeah,
Yeah,
we
we've
talked
talked about
about
this
this one.
story.
I got her fired. She sucks. She threatened to hit me. Um, so like I got her fired, and then like now a month after that, I ended up leaving myself, and I ended up moving to a different state, and that
Mm-hmm.
was job number one.
For me, so that was your first job though?
That was my first on the books job. Yeah.
Oh, okay. My first, and I do not mind saying specifically where this was because at this point I don't care because it's been like 10 fucking years. Um, I worked at a Dollar General. That was my first ever job. In like 3 months that I worked there, I ended up just completely and utterly just like becoming a lead without the title. And right when I left, he was like, when I was like saying I was gonna quit, I was like, "Hey, like we'll give you a promotion, we'll give you the raise." It was like it would have been like $10 to $11, and I'm like, "No, no, I can't work here no more." Because I was also trying to do college at the time, and that just that did not go great. Honestly, that was not a fun time because I was very much burning out. It was like very still new having a relationship with my dad again, so it was very much like a weird circumstance. But it was like your standard sort of like cashier job, mop the store, organize the shelves, bullshit like that. Nothing too crazy. I didn't love it. I didn't hate it. It was looking back, it's probably the most middle of the road job in the world. My manager though was the fucking best because he was always like he would always joke. He's like, "Yeah, I got a cot in the back. I'm gonna sleep here. Don't worry. I'll take care of everything." Like I didn't ever have to push myself to like hating life with this job. It was great in that regard. But like then my my one shift supervisor or shift lead, whatever the fuck it's called at that place, I don't know. She was great. I still am friends with her on the Facebook account I have deactivated right now. I loved it. I love that sort of experience. It was not the best job. I mean, it's still a retail job. It's shit comparatively, but like in retrospect, it's not the worst job I ever had in the world.
I feel that. Um, I when I after my first job, when I moved over to where I am now, I worked at a bar for like a week.
Mm.
I did security for like a week, and this was before like I drank or did anything, so like I hated it. It just smelled like alcohol, and all the people sucked, and like I went into that with like I told the person who was like family related, and I was like, "Hey, like, I can't stand in one spot, so kind of like patrol." And then like he had me standing in one spot and shit, and like it was like 10-hour shifts before like I was comfortable doing that, I guess you can say. Cuz I literally went from a part-time that was like 6 hours a day to 10 like immediately, and I guess it
Jeez.
was just too much for me at the time.
Yeah.
Um so that mentally just destroyed me within a week, and I just left. I didn't go back. Like I didn't even like quit officially or anything. I just stopped going.
Mm.
And then after that, I did janitorial work at a church.
Mm. I remember.
And yes, yeah, and I worked at this church for like a year and a half, I think, almost 2 years, something like that. I love that was probably like to this day my favorite job I had. Mostly because the work was really easy and my coworkers were really awesome. There was a lot of chill time too if you got shit done really fast. So like we mostly, well, I should say, had to do event setups more than just like clean shit. So like I would be moving around the room, making like, you know, say like 2 tables and like 6 chairs or whatever, some shit like that.
Yeah.
So everything was really good except for the management. The management was fucking horrible. Like it really was like a battle between us and management.
Mm-hmm.
Because like they really didn't know what the fuck they were doing. They would constantly like check in on us. Like if it's been like every hour was at least like a phone call, like, hey, where you at, type of shit. And like they started following us on the cameras and stuff. And then like if they couldn't see where we are in the camera for a while, they'd call us on the radio or something to see what we were doing. This is a church, by the way. Like this is absolutely a church that's doing this to me.
Just want to make sure you're there for Jesus.
Oh yeah, no, they wanted to make sure we're there so much that they started getting pissy after I stopped going.
Damn.
So like, it was legit. Like I started missing Mondays because I just couldn't fucking stand the place without like certain coworkers at that point. But like before that, I was literally working. I was working 6 days a week most of the time. I was doing doubles in those 6 days a week too. So like if not like, I worked more 50-hour weeks. How dare you? Yeah, no, I swear. Yeah, no, I worked more 50-hour weeks than I did 40-hour weeks at that job. The supervisor loved me, and so did my coworkers. They were like, my supervisor always thanked me for the work I was putting in, but my manager was not about that. He was the type of guy of like, say if you didn't need the money, if you legit took the shift just to be a good guy, like I did a few times, the manager would be like, when you tell the manager like, hey, like, you know, I put on this effort for you, he was like, well, you got paid for it, didn't you? The type of shit.
What fucking asshole.
He was old too. The old, like he when I was first started, he would come check on us all the time just to be friendly and stuff, hang out in the break room. And then he got to the point where he never showed his face ever. And like the one time he got out of his office, he broke his fucking ankle because he's stupid. I still hate this guy to this day. I'll be honest. I like, after the fact, like I sent him like a message telling him how fucking horrible of a person he is. But that's me jumping the gun. So it got to the point where after a year, things got really bad. We had just got done with a coworker that came in for like, I think he was there for like a couple months, and he was assaulting people. He assaulted me and someone else with a door. Which is great. And they just let it happen. And my manager claimed it wasn't assault when I said something to him. Because like I confronted my manager for being unprofessional because I took the day off after the day I got assaulted. And he like thought I was like acting like a baby because of that. So I fucking messaged him and then like said like horrible shit to him. And then like we had a manager and I said we had a meeting. I said more horrible shit to him. He didn't like any of that. So eventually we fast forward all this time, they start separating me and my friend, who we work every day together pretty much. We worked like 3 out of the 5 days together, and like the whole day we would just sit there and go do rooms and stuff and just knock everything out. We worked really well. And after all of this time, they just viciously started separating us, like on purpose at that point, just to like annoy us and piss us off. Like on Wednesdays is like one of our busiest days, and they didn't allow us to work together. I almost didn't get shit done in time because they had him like cleaning bathrooms instead, just to separate us. Yeah, believe it or not, I kept going after all this shit. It got to the point where we were losing coworkers. They were leaving left and right. They weren't hiring people. The maintenance division just fully disappeared. It got to a point where me and my buddy were planning on leaving, but there was a Saturday that I went to for like an extra day, and I actually went there sick. Like I threw up that morning at the church, like
I remember this day. I remember this day very fucking specifically that you told me about this.
Yeah, I was throwing up and shit, and I just didn't feel good, but I stayed with it. But like it was a Saturday, so there wasn't much going on either. So at one point we all left to go to get lunch and stuff, and to be honest, get something to smoke on, because like there was nothing going on. So we went back to the parking lot, and we're allowed to take a full hour if we want to. The thing is like a lot of us have alarms set and stuff after like 30 minutes. So like we were back at the church, and then we had clocked in, but we were outside for a little bit longer. We had just moved from one location to the other when we finally got out, and they like I think saw that part on like a camera and thought we were just gone the whole time. So they writ everyone else up. Everyone had like a write up, but they fired me specifically. And like that just goes to show like how they were towards me. They like hated me so much, management. Um and like the whole policy there was 3 write-ups and you're out. I only had 1 prior, and that should have been like gone by now. So like the manager straight up lied just to get me removed. And because he ended up doing that the same day, my friend who I was working with, he was there much longer than me. I think he said he was there for 7 years. Because they fired me in such a way, he just walked out the door. He said "fuck you" to the manager and left. So that was my work experience at the church. They still like don't hire people, which is crazy. I think I heard by the time the last guy out of our entire like facility, like our crew left, he said that like they weren't hiring people and they were just like hiring like cleaners, like contracted cleaners and stuff. Yeah, so
Okay.
the place went completely downhill.
I the longest job. So is that the longest job you had?
No, the longest job I had was the first job.
Oh,
It was
okay.
2.5 years. That one, the church one was like almost 2 years. I don't think I hit 2 years.
So I had a job, my longest job that I had. I will not obviously I will not be specifying this one because this one is very much a doxable thing for me. But I will say I worked. A lot of people may know this about me. I was in hospitality for a large majority of the time before I became a full-time video editor. I was working in like a multitude of different sort of like things in that range. And the longest one that I worked at was a resort. And that resort is pretty much the reason that I've gotten every other job I've ever had, because I did so much at that job and I learned so much from it. And I learned very quickly also my worth as a person was it should definitely be something that is brought up constantly, and like not like, oh, I'm great and I'm the better than everybody, but more along the lines of like I can't allow people to treat me like shit and step on me just so that way they can get something, like they can look good, you know what I mean? And that job taught me so much of that so often. um One of the most very specific times I had there was, I think I forgot to put on deodorant one day. Another story about deodorant, unironically,
Just
from me.
put on deodorant, Peter. It's
um,
not that
but I think I
hard.
also was like very sweaty and like I was very like tired because I had like, because at that time I was like trying to do my own YouTube channel, working for someone else, I think, on top of that, and working a full-time job and staying up until like 6 in the morning. So really not much different than nowadays. But no, I'm kidding. But what ended up happening was, in the worst humanly possible way in the world, they walked up to me and said, "Hey, you smell. Go take a shower."
Wow.
Like mid shift, by the way. This is mid fucking shift. I'm like checking
That's
people out,
crazy.
and I'm just sitting here, and I'm like, I burst into fucking tears. I talked to my supervisor, who I was like really good with, and like to this day I still talk to them. But like, she's like, "That's really fucked up. That's really really fucked up." I'm like, "Yeah, it fucking is. Like, you don't do this shit." And it was like, and granted, the nice thing was they gave me clothes so that way I could like, wear something. That was nice that they requisitioned something for me. But then like, holy fucking shit, man. It was horrible. It was so like,
Yeah,
I
that's
I
ass.
felt fucking degraded to hell, man. Like, cuz I was like, what the hell, dude? This is awful. You don't do this. And man, mind you, by the way, I was working in a gift shop doing milkshakes and cleaning dishes and checking people out, stocking shelves. I was also just moving around a lot. So if I was getting sweaty, and I think it was like, this had to have been during like either like spring, maybe It was either closer to the spring in like the winter or closer to the spring in the summer because I got a long sleeve shirt, or maybe that was just what they had. I don't know, but like I don't know, man. It was fucking nuts. It was nuts. This was like one of many things that I didn't like. There were other days where it was like, oh, I could like, we would have such slow days, and I could, like, oh, hey, I'm gonna have fun. We're gonna try to guess TV show characters, and like we would like fuck around and do stupid bullshit. But they would get pissed too at a lot of that. Like, oh, you got it's that mentality of like, you got time to lean, you got time to clean type bullshit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was just so like ugh. The worst thing, the worst absolute fucking shit of it all though was 4th of July. There were I think it was either 3 or 4 of Julys I worked. And I remember the first one wasn't that bad. We had a very specific smoothie that we would make. It would be mango puree and blueberries, and then whatever like ice cream or frozen yogurt type shit you wanted. And people would come in, and that's specifically what they would all want after coming in from 4th of July. For like they put on fireworks and shit outside for the gifts and shit. And the first time I had it, I think maybe 1 or 2 other people with me, so it wasn't bad. And I was like, oh, okay, great. I'll take, time and a half pay for fucking holiday. The next year, the following fucking year, I worked that shift alone. I made over 200 smoothies by myself before they finally like got someone in there for me. And people were getting pissed at me. And they were sitting there and they're like, how do you fucking, how are you not keeping the line? I'm like, I am one fucking person, motherfucker. I am managing. Most people were pretty nice about it. But some people were like, I've been waiting forever. I'm like, bro, what do you want? Like, my night manager had to come in. That was like specifically like for the overall general hotel. He had to come in and help me. Our specific stocking person, who I'm still friends with to this day, and I'm actually meeting up with in a couple days, they had to come in and work, and she was pissed because they're like, how the hell did they do this to you? Because like someone was gonna stay with me because I was gonna be the only one there. They got one smoothie all over their shirt, and they're like, I'm leaving, goodbye. And I was like, get a shirt, fucking clean yourself up. I'm not doing this by myself. Next year, they fucking made sure I had someone there because
awful.
I would not have put up with it. Dude,
that's actually awful.
Man, I love that job, but I also hated that job. I hated so much of what it was. Like, it's just I was there for 3 years. I was there for long. 3 years, and like every year, right around the time of like hitting a year, I was like, okay, I'm gonna quit. And I actually was like very much about to do it. Like I was always like just there. But you remember I was gonna move to Florida like a numerous number of times.
Yeah.
And I thought, and the second year I was there, I was like, okay, I'm gonna move to Florida, so I'm gonna stay just until then. COVID happens. The year before that, I was gonna like go get a new job and go work somewhere else. Someone told me, hey, you can get this and this and this, and I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. Third year there, I was like, okay, I'm gonna stay off the job, like getting the government assistance because I was furloughed, because that was the thing during COVID. I just said fuck it, I didn't go back. I was like, you know what? I don't want to have to deal with it. I don't want to have to do this anymore. As nice of a paycheck it was to keep staying furloughed, I was like, I'm gonna go get a different job. Fuck this. And I almost went back a couple of times because several jobs after that job were way worse, like comparatively. But fuck, man, it was just fuck. It is very much the job I learned the most at, and I learned very quickly that I'm a human being and I deserve to be treated like a fucking human being.
Yeah, you would think that like that'd be the rule number 1: treat your workers like human beings.
No, never that.
Yeah, no, that sucks. Shitty work environment.
You got any fun stories for jobs? You got any?
Oh
you
no!
Any
well,
stories?
my job like history is about to come to an end.
Oh, okay.
After I left the church, I worked at Walmart for a week. It was very much in the middle of the election, and no one was hiring. So I worked at Walmart.
Was this Biden term or Trump term?
This was during the election. Like, this is very recently.
Oh,
recent election.
I didn't know you actually worked at Walmart for a week.
Oh yeah, no, I worked at Walmart for a week just because no one was hiring, and Walmart was like the one place that like did. So I worked there only for a week because I was supposed to go there and do like sanitation. But the thing is, they were only allowed to do it, or like I was only able to do full time if I did that and did like cart pushing, which I did before uh at like my first job. And I was like, okay, well that's not too bad. I'll do that. Um they didn't have like any of the proper equipment for the machine. The machines were broken to the point where you had to use a screwdriver to turn them on.
Oh, wow.
The carts were rusted to hell because they had a leak where like the bay was, and they just got filled with water at one point, so they would not turn. So it was literally just a huge safety hazard to do the cart pushing aspect of it. The only thing is that as soon as I got hired, my manager went on vacation. So I was stuck doing the carts the entire week I was there. They did not put me inside one time, and I was like, I'm not doing this for this pay, especially. So I actually walked off of the property. I left.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, no, I just straight bailed. I pieced out. I was like, I'm gone. And like it seems to be like the habit of like I work a job for a while, and then I work a job for a week, and then I work a job for a while again, and then work another job for like a week, and then work for a job for a while, because my current job, I've been there for a year. Almost time for me to leave. This place fucking sucks sometimes. Um, I'm like, it's an okay job. I'm not gonna go into too much specifics since I'm there currently.
Yeah, of course.
But like, I didn't want to stay there for a while either. Like, I was gonna leave a couple days after starting it because it sucked too. But it fully was like, well, I actually got hired for something, and I'll stay for a while until I get it on the resume, at least like 6 months. I said to myself. I've been there for a year only because like there's always talks about promotions and raises and all that, and my manager loves me. It's like the reverse of the church, where management loves me, but like the job sucks. So I don't even know why I'm still talking. He left. This is the Platinum Podcast again, everybody. I hope you're having a fun time. I know I am. I've never left you guys one time. Not once. I've always been right here in this chair. Peter always leaves me. Anyway, I I'm the whole job right now. Why it sucks so bad is because there's huge like drama all the time, like mental drama and like mental.
I replay buffered when I was gone. By the way, if you said anything asshole,
I did absolutely. I actually, as a matter of fact, the whole time you were gone, I just talked shit.
Fuck off.
Anyway, yeah, there's like drama because like I'm literally friends with both day and weekend shift team leaders. So, and they hate each other. So I'm like in the middle of this bullshit drama, and it sucks. And like there's just a whole lot of like, I don't want to be here, this sucks, and it gets to a point where I've gotten so efficient at my job, like I could finish shit right away, and then like the rest of the day is basically just maintaining, and it sucks. It's boring. Constantly getting arguments with people because of like being in the middle of drama. It's beautiful, as a matter of fact. And like without going into detail about what happened to me recently, Peter knows what happened to me recently.
I do.
It's not YouTube acceptable.
It's not very at all. No. No. I'm sick from it.
So after I got sick from it too, after so much frustration and like so much bullshit happening, things finally started to get like so much better. I was kind of bridging the team leaders to be kind of like acceptable of each other, even though they still hate each other. Somebody switched to my shift, and I was becoming friends with them, which is important because like I haven't really been able to connect with anybody from my shift. So I'm like friends with this dude, and randomly, like very recently, this was Wednesday, and very recently he comes up to me and he's like, "Hey, look at this," and like he showed me something so horrific, and I even told Peter in text, evil, I would say. that like I never had such a mental breakdown, I think, in my fucking life. I legit went into the parking lot and I cried about it.
I will phrase it like this. Chat, if you were there on the charity stream when we were playing Jackbox, infer from that. That's all I'm going to say. Infer from that joke that we did not want to make on stream. That's
so
yeah.
It was just such a shock to like have someone just kind of like shove that in my face. Like when I was able to get alone with my team leader, like I told him, and apparently he was not he was already told before about this, because I guess this was like a thing already. So then he like, it was legit like, well, you know, what do you want to do about it? And I was straight up like, well, I don't think he should be here because he's gonna traumatize more people, because he traumatized the shit out of me. So we called my manager immediately. He got fired. I made it through the day, but I did not go to work the next day because of how like mentally exhausted I am. Still mentally exhausted. This was very recently, and like I will definitely like I hate to be like I'm a victim, but like my god, did I like get so much trauma put on to me in like the span of like a minute, just out of nowhere. Like you would never expect. Like it was just crazy. But
check your phone real quick. Check your phone real quick.
No.
Just check your phone. I want to make sure I can say this.
I would just leave it alone.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
I would just not go into too much detail.
No, that's fine. I figured I'd ask. I figured I'd ask before I just went out and said it. But yeah, no, it was bad. It disturbed me to the point where I had to like stand up and get out of my chair. Like that's how bad it was. Even like y'all know how very much I am about certain things. You can again infer something really, really bad that could be on a cell phone.
Yeah, it was literally, it was really bad.
Yeah,
it was
that's
really
all
bad.
we're gonna say.
My management was okay with me like missing the day because of how bad it was. Like honestly, it was so bad that like I legit thought about walking out on the Wednesday that it happened and just not going back, because like this is already so much frustration with a cherry on top that was like I don't even know. And like I haven't gone back to work since it happened.
Oh, that's fair. I mean, that's really fair considering what it was.
Yeah. So well, hopefully things get better, but it just goes to show. I feel like anytime something gets better, there's always something that come along that makes shit worse.
You can look at that from the other perspective too. Everything can be falling apart, and then all of a sudden you finally get something good.
That's not how my life works.
Shut the fuck up, Christopher.
My life usually goes, it gets good, and then that's how you know something really shitty is gonna happen.
Well, look at this. So. The Bakery Podcast is up to 54 subscribers, chat. We appreciate you guys.
Whoa, good job, us. Thanks, everybody.
I have a positive story if you're interested about one of my jobs.
Positive would be nice.
Okay. So, this resort that I used to work at that I mentioned already, I worked there, again, 3 years. I saw a lot of interesting things. A lot of interesting people. The one person I found to be the most interesting, and this is the one I very specifically remember because it was such a big fucking deal. So it's myself, my stalker, and I think maybe one or two other people on shift. I think this was like...
You have a stalker?
Stock, like stock.
You have a stalker?
Yes, shut up. Anyway, not the fucking point. So...
Is it pigs?
No, it's not pig. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. I was we were working and we were just kind of standing there for a few minutes, and then we noticed these two girls came in, and all of a sudden everybody started flipping the fuck out, like quietly, and they were so fucking like giddy and shit, and I didn't understand it first. Would you like to guess who it was that walked into our fucking gift shop?
It was Danny Trejo.
No, famous woman celebrity.
Selena Carpenter.
No, this was This was before Trump and everything. So they think like big
Michelle Obama.
No, that would be crazy. Chat. I'll let you guys guess too. It's a famous actress who One celebrity. It was one celebrity, chat.
It's an actress, not a singer.
Well, she did sing in a movie that she did win, I think, Best Picture for, if I'm not mistaken.
Was it like Anna Kendrick?
No, not Anna Kendrick. No, not a Kardashian either, chat. No.
John Cena.
No, I wouldn't have been able to see him.
True.
Not Selena. No, this is well before Selena Carpenter. She's not known.
Did you say Selena Carpenter?
What wasn't that?
Selena is in terms of Selena Gomez.
You're getting close, Amy. You're getting close.
Was it Emma? What's her face?
Come on, you got it.
The one in Spider-Man, Emma Stone.
Yes, it was Emma Stone. I met Emma Stone at one of my jobs, and that was such a fucking not Whitney Houston. No, God no. Emma Stone. Yeah, I met Emma Stone. I didn't get to check her out because they're like, "Wow, you can't do that because fuck you, you're a man." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool. Fuck me, I guess." But she walked up. She was like wearing a hoodie. I think it was like purple or blue. And I remember it so fucking specifically. She was so awkward and so everything. And everybody wasn't so sure. But then as soon as they walked out, they're like, "Oh my God, that was something." And I'm like, it's not that big a deal, bro. It's a person. Like, cool. Really, really cool. Don't get me wrong. But don't act like fucking children when a fucking celebrity walks in. Jesus Christ.
Did you tell her I said hi?
No, I didn't tell you said hi. I'm sorry. I'll go track her down again real quick. I got you, man. No, but yeah, Emma Stone. She was nice. She looked like she did not want to fucking be in there, and she very much quickly picked up on the fact that everybody was fucking like, whoa. But like, you know, it was cool. It was a cool little thing.
When Emma Stone was famous.
When Emma Stone was famous. Now she was in a horror movie recently, which I've heard is actually really good. I don't remember what it is.
Yeah, she kind of just disappeared.
Yeah, I feel like you don't hear a lot about Emma Stone. Whatever happened to Emma Stone? Find out next week on the True Crimes Co-Loaf podcast.
I mean, when you think about it, actors and actresses are like YouTubers.
Yeah,
you know, they're pretty, famous one moment, and then the other moment they could just go to the back of the line again.
I think she's doing more artistic things nowadays, and I think she's doing directing, maybe. I don't know. I feel like that's what
it's kind of like Dakota Fanning. Do you ever see her in anything?
No. Oh, fuck! I haven't thought about Dakota Fanning in forever, dude.
Yeah, it's like all these really famous people, you don't see anymore just because they might have had a bad movie or something to put them back down. It's like, when YouTubers started getting stale, it's the same thing.
Except for,
look at The Rock is famous, obviously, but you don't really see any like good Rock movies anymore, do you? You know what I mean? Like,
true. That is also true element. They do sadly have a shelf life, unless you are what's his name? Michael C. Hall.
John Goodman.
Yeah, John Goodman too. Michael C. Hall as well, because Michael C. Hall never bent the knee to Hollywood.
He never what? Bent a knee to Hollywood?
No, he never did.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, I feel like that's not the best example. Because, like, he wasn't ever exactly, like, famous.
No, but that was the point. He didn't want to be famous.
Yeah, so it's like, it's like as consistent as, like, if people are like, oh, I love Co-Loafs. They've been consistent for years. And, like, we're still at the same, like, line. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like that's, like, in the same line as, like, an actor like Michael C. Hall.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, cool, Dexter is Dexter again. Whoa!
We love it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I get you.
Other than, like, you got people who make millions, like Emma Stone, who had all these really good movies, and all of a sudden they don't do shit anymore. It's like some of the people who I can't even remember their names of like American Pie and shit. There's this one guy, like, Stifler? He was in a few movies, and he was doing good, and then he disappeared.
Oh, yeah, no, that was a horrible fucking, like, death of a career there. Jesus Christ. Because he just kept playing Stifler, and they just typecasted him into oblivion.
Yeah.
I'm glad when actors like take. I'm sorry, I cut you off. I'm sorry. I was gonna.
I'm used to it. It's fine.
Fuck you. No, I love when actors take a chance though on themselves. Like again, I think Emma Stone is taking a lot of chances on some really weird roles because I think at this point she's probably like, I can do whatever I want and it doesn't matter. I'm still gonna get paid because I've made my money from my La La Land and shit. But yeah, I met Emma Stone, chat. That was a fun little. That's my fun little flex for today.
You could usually pinpoint when like an actor's career starts going down the toilet. It's just like one movie that kind of sends it there.
Yeah.
Or like a decision to like be tight casted.
Yeah.
You know, like we could talk about fucking someone who really, really love like Matthew Lillard.
Oh.
He's really great, but since he kind of typecasted himself as Shaggy, wasn't able to really do anything else, and was the only other thing he's done, like the purple guy. You know what I mean?
No, he's actually done a lot. Actually, I'm gonna
You
contradict
don't
you on that.
see that.
No, you do.
Well, that's the problem. Yeah, you don't see that though. He's not promoted like some of these other people.
Well,
Just like
nowadays,
Michael C. Hall has also had other shit. That's my point.
Well, Matthew Lillard.
It's not that he stopped. It's that he just isn't on like the same plane as he would have like way back in the day after Scream and shit.
Well, I think it's crazy because I love the fact that all of a sudden he is getting more recognition on Shaggy specifically. Like I like that idea that he's.
Well, that's the problem. Shaggy specifically, right?
Well, no, not Shaggy. I'm sorry. Wow. I just proved your point. I just proved your fucking point.
That's what I'm saying.
No, but like I find it interesting that like Matthew Lillard is starting to like change up and do different things, you know, other than just being known as, you know, Shaggy Rogers. And I think it's interesting to see. The thing that does suck, though, looking at his IMDb page, is that he is pretty much just being... He's either Shaggy or he's in a horror movie. There's no real in-between, unfortunately, anymore.
That's what I'm saying, though.
And it kind of sucks, because I think he's really a phenomenal actor. Like, have you ever seen 13 Ghosts? Have you ever seen that movie?
I have.
It's really good.
Yeah, but you see what I'm saying, right?
Yeah. I do see what you mean.
Yeah, you can't contradict shit.
I can't, actually. No, you're right. But, like, you know what? Sometimes, though, that's the role you want to play. And sometimes you typecast yourself because you just really love that role. And, you know, in the case of Matthew Lillard, I think Scooby-Doo is a perfect example of, like, hey, this is cool. It's Shaggy Rogers, man.
It's like doing Five Nights at Freddy's, and he does, you know, the little scream, you know, knife thing. It's like, yeah, okay, we get it, buddy. You've been in other things. It's okay.
My favorite thing still to this day is the meme I showed you the other day when we rewatched FNAF. That was my favorite. Are you challenging me? Oh, too late!
I love that.
It's so dumb.
Memes are like so much better than like actual shit that gets made in Hollywood these days, I swear.
Did you? Okay.
What's a good movie that's come out recently?
Good Dog. That was a really good movie.
What is that? You know what I mean? Like
it's indie. Well, I think the same thing is starting to happen to
What's what I'm saying, bro? What blockbuster has come out that's been like actually
that's what I think is happening. I think that more people are staying away from these giant corporate sort of movies, and they're really looking for something that's more intimate, that makes them actually feel something instead of just slop, you know?
If they want to like show something on screen that's more intimate, they really should get the footage from the locker room.
I hate you so fucking much. All right, I'm stopping the recording here. K-Pop Demon Hunters is a great example of a movie that's become so hardcore mainstream. It is such a good fucking movie, man. Oh my god, I love.
You know what's really good? Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah, rewatching it, I like the movie. I don't hate the movie or anything. I think it's a fun movie. I don't think it's like...
I can't wait for the second one.
Yeah, me too. I don't think it's like art, but like, you know.
Oh, it is art. Everything's art, no matter how you look at it, Peter. Like, I could draw a stick figure on a napkin. That's art. All right, art is subjective.
Thanks, man.
But Five Nights at Freddy's 2 looks amazing. I want to watch it. The thing is, I feel like the trailer spoiled a lot already.
Do you want to know what I've loved since we're on Five Nights at Freddy's? I loved this thing that just dropped yesterday. So, you know how people create, like, you know, like, fan sort of projects for, like, FNAF and shit?
Yeah.
So, this YouTube channel, I think he's the Unwithered Truth. Oh, Sinners was great, yeah. The Unwithered Truth. He decided, he's like, I'm going to write FNAF as if it were... Shut the fuck up about Minecraft movie.
No, yeah, how dare you mention the Minecraft movie?
He's like, I'm going to create the FNAF timeline. I am
Steve.
I'm going to create the FNAF timeline as if it were planned from the very beginning. And he, like, created a fucking game. You can't play it, but, like, it's a full-fledged fucking game you can play. That is just to tell a story in a video. And he just put up FNAF 2, and oh my god, the FNAF 2 fucking one is just so fucking good. Like I have to show you this after we finish tonight.
But, yeah, I'll be honest, I lost track of what you were saying.
Yeah, the Five Nights at Freddy's fan projects.
Oh, okay.
And it's just a retelling of the story if it were planned from the beginning. And it's so good, dude. It's so fucking good. Fan projects always feel like they're filled with a labor of love until there's ones like the Spider-Man one that are terrible. Fantastic Four was a great movie, except for the last fucking 2 minutes of the movie with the fucking goddamn.
Was it a good movie, or is it just like the other ones where
No,
it's just bad?
no. Fantastic Four almost made me cry. I very much will stand by that fact. It almost made me cry.
Final Destination. I guess Final Destination is one that I can say that I saw like a trailer for that ended up doing good. I can't count like Fantastic Four because of like Marvel. Marvel just kind of exists now.
Yeah, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. I really thought it was a phenomenal movie. I really genuinely believe that fact.
What, Minecraft?
No. Shut up.
You thought the Minecraft movie was really good? Why did you just put politics in my face?
Shut the fuck up. But Sinners,
you
I
always
think,
gotta
is...
sneak it in somewhere with me, huh?
Yeah, exactly. Let's see. Top 10 movies this year. Minecraft. Okay, let's go through this real quick.
Okay, Superman.
Hold on. Okay.
Superman is one that I can say that I was excited for that did good. Like, that's okay, that's a good blockbuster.
Lilo and Stitch. I don't think you saw this, did you?
No, I didn't watch that shit.
I did not watch that either.
I would if I like was able to. I just haven't.
Have you suffered through the Minecraft movie?
I have not.
I have not either. I would rather die.
Let's watch it.
No,
Let's do a watch party on the
I'd
Minecraft
rather
movie.
die.
I am Steve.
I've never seen Jurassic Rebirth. I didn't see Captain America. See Mission Impossible. I'd rather die. Thunderbolts. I didn't see.
That Batman movie was really good. I like the Batman movie.
I just don't like the Bruce Wayne.
That was definitely not this year though. The Batman movie, right? That was like
no,
6 years ago at this point or something.
Yeah, we saw that in theaters. You and me and Marissa.
Did we?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
We went to AMC for that one.
Did we?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
I have the pictures to prove it.
Prove it.
I'm not pulling them up right now, but I've heard the Gorge is good. I want to watch.
You pull those up, and I'll pull up the pictures that I took from the locker room.
The monkey. I'm not looking at chat, so you're reading.
The monkey was also in the locker room.
I've heard the monkey was good. I heard you watched Mickey 17, didn't you?
I watched some of it.
Okay.
I watched some of it. Yeah, it was good what I saw. I mean, I like the idea of it. It was definitely different. I guess it just didn't like glue me enough to fucking get me to stay watching it.
Yeah, half these movies I feel like I did. Oh my god, dude, Snow White was fucking awful, dude. Holy fuck, dude. I heard
of course it is
awful.
They gotta stop trying to just like.
I mean, Snow White, no.
It was fun when they first started doing live actions of like these movies, but like they're not really doing too well now with that.
The Popeye the Slayer Man movie, yeah.
I want to watch that. Does that come out?
That's already.
Oh,
we gotta watch.
We gotta find that.
We gotta find that. Some shitty streaming service would pay $20 to fucking watch one movie. Oh, Screamboat already came out too. What?
Yeah, Screamboat's out, man.
Man, we're missing out on such crap. I love it. This Nick Cage movie? Was this Nick Cage? Nick Cage just fuck. What else was there? Oh, Accountant 2 came out. That came out with a fart in the wind, I feel like. Did this make money? It did not. Okay.
I feel like it's hard for people to make money
on
like movies these days.
Well, that's the problem. All these movies have like such hyperinflated budgets and they spend so much on marketing, which I understand, but like I don't know, focus on fucking making it. What the fuck is this?
Like Juliet and Romeo?
No. Moving on. I want to know if this was. I've heard this is bad. I'm talking about that.
See, this is why it's better just to watch anime. That's
what I'm saying. We gotta watch trash show.
This is why it's better just to read books.
This is why
I've started reading books.
How far are you into your book?
I did not go that far yet. I have like I feel like I never have time, but I did get up to like I think just the 4th chapter, and like the book like reading a book does what it's like really meant to do. I feel like because people always tell you trying to go to sleep, don't look at your phone, read a book. So like I read a book, and because I'm not looking at a screen, I'm just sitting there getting like tired, and it was able to help me go to sleep. So I like that. There's a reason why people read books before they go to bed.
Can I say one of my favorite movies that has come out this year? Like, genuinely, the funniest movie I have seen this year was the Naked Gun reboot. I very
have
much
not
stand
watched
by
that.
The Element, you are very far behind, man. You are very far behind. That's been
A friend of mine like freaked out because they're making another one of those. He was like, "No way!"
I love Now You See Me, dude. It's such a dumb movie. It's so fun.
I haven't seen any of them.
You haven't seen any of Now You See Me?
No.
Bro. Okay, watch party. Let's go. End the podcast now.
Gross. Okay, I'll tell you what. I'll watch party that if you watch party Minecraft movie.
No, I'd rather die.
That's the deal when the make with you.
Now You See Me is so good. Element's so right. What's up, Fatima?
Well, so
Welcome
is
to
Jack
stream.
Black, alright?
Jack Black is good. That doesn't mean that the Minecraft movie is good.
The Minecraft Jack Black is.
We are
the Minecraft
so off topic,
movie,
by the way. I just would like to point that out.
Well, I mean, I finished all of my like work stories.
Yeah, me too. Oh,
I streamlined mine.
Did you see? Have you heard of this comic book? Have you heard of Red Sonja?
No, I have not.
Red Sonja apparently has been in development hell for over like 40 years, and then finally, like a fart in the wind, like a fart in a hurricane, it came out, dude.
40 years.
Yeah, it had like a 40 million or like an 80 million dollar budget. No, it only made this much money.
Wow. So it lost a shit ton of money.
Oh yeah, that's probably one of the biggest box office bombs ever.
That's crazy. I didn't hear anything about that.
Yeah, that's the point. They didn't fucking advertise it. They were just like, man, that sucks. Anyway.
Well, you know, P, you still haven't talked about like a workplace experience.
I have.
Well, I'm talking about like all of yours. Don't you have more?
Some jobs I don't want to talk about.
You have. What about your current job? I've talked about my current.
All right, yeah, I can talk about my current job. So my current job, as if you guys don't know, which all of you know, so I am a full-time video editor. Actually, I'm going to be talking about my raise in a couple of weeks. With Droid, hopefully I can negotiate up to what I need to get to be able to survive and hopefully move out of the state next year or in like a year and a half. But yeah, no, I've worked with Droid since the Droid I actually worked for twice. Is it crazy to say I didn't actually know that up until today? There's no way, Amy. I've mentioned this so often. I hope you're joking. But yeah. So I worked with Droid for about 2-3 years almost at this point, and I love the job. I love being a video editor. It is very rewarding because it constantly challenges me to try new things, to try new pipeline. I'm actually on a new pipeline for editing right now on how I make videos, where I'll make the cuts, but I'll also do my big VFX while I'm cutting to sort of ensure things. Not joking, I have trouble paying attention to processing spoken information, so that's fun. Oh, well, yeah, I'm a video editor. Yes, that's my full-time job. That's why I get the ability to do this type of shit, because I'm a video editor and I work from home. But yeah, I get challenged a lot in terms of like types of games that I get to edit, the sorts of editing things that I like to do, and just constantly just reinventing the wheel. Because I get very bored very quick if I just keep making the same exact type of video over and over again. There's a lot of different tools I utilize. There's a lot of different things I do with, like, I talk to people, like, hey, this is what I do when I make videos. Oh, this is what I do when I make videos. Oh, okay, so this is the thing that I do with the thing, and the this and that and the third. And it's a very rewarding job. There are definitely days where it's like, oh, I have a 1-day turnaround for fucking a video, and that sucks. But, like, nothing that will ever make me be like, this is probably the best job I will ever have in life, you know. And inevitably, the goal is to eventually just work for myself. But until that happens, I am perfectly content working with Droid. You know, I'm definitely gonna try my ass off to eventually get there myself. But you know, I like what I do. I very much, yeah. It's good. It's good. That ends the Droid glazing session.
Now it's time to glaze me.
All right, come here.
Whoa! If anyone was wondering how the locker room played out,
fucking die! fucking die. You realize, right, that joke implies that when we were like teenagers, we were having sex in a locker room. You understand the implications of this?
Why are you saying that? Why are you like?
We were not like adult men when we were in the locker room. I would just love to point that out to you, motherfucker.
Well, why are you assuming what we did in the locker room? We changed in the locker room, Peter. We changed forever.
We did not. Stop. You're giving them ideas for fan fiction. Stop it.
Well, that's good. When we pop off and be famous, people will have a fun time with it. It's like, well, they won't they? You know what I mean?
His mommy is in the chat. What the fuck?
So anyway.
Yeah.
Christopher.
Can we give any Co-Loaf updates since we're almost at the end of the show? Any things?
What updates do we even have?
We're in talks for new art.
We're in talks of new art. We are in talks of new art. And that's the only update we got, baby. Yeah. Well, I mean, Peter, we have anything else we can add? We're getting close to the end of the podcast.
Yeah, we are getting pretty close. I think that's pretty much all I got. I'm out of gas. I'm out of the tank. I'm out of this dick.
Well, we could just end it.
But do you
I could just end it all.
No, don't just end it all. Don't do that. That will never happen, Element. The day I get a PAX booth and there's a locker room backdrop, you know I'm selling out. That's what you can infer from that.
He's already sold out.
Fuck off.
I mean, shit.
We're starting to plan next year for like topics.
We are starting to plan next year for topics because Pete loves his topics.
I love to be ahead, and then we can always change shit around. It's not like it's set in stone. There's certain episodes that are set in stone, but you know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when you gotta enlighten the people when the next recorded podcast is going up?
Oh yeah, chat. That's next week. We won't be live. It'll be a fucking session. And not autistic. I'm not autistic. Shut up.
You are correct. It is the autism.
I don't have autism. I've legitimately been checked for autism.
I don't think you were checked hard enough.
I don't think you're other.
That's not nice.
But yeah, next week, chat, we will be we won't be live. We'll be doing a premiere of the podcast. And we'll probably be poking around in chat a little bit, so we'll come say hi, but no live stream next week. Next week is premiere of episode 28. We have our new guest, Matt Most Wanted, Matt MW, my editor.
Yes, Pete's editor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What? Can we get a hashtag? Give Matt a raise in chat.
No, I don't like that. I don't like that conversation.
What do you mean?
Matt doesn't get a raise.
You're talking about getting a raise. Maybe
Matt doesn't get a raise unless I get a raise. That's already been discussed, though.
Okay, I bet. I'm just looking out for my man Matt right there, bro. Yeah. Anyway, I just want to point out the clips that will get revisited when we get popular is all of the 87 times I've talked about doing things in the locker room. And this episode probably hit a record for how many times I've mentioned it.
When someone go through every episode of the podcast and just write down how many times Chris has mentioned the locker room so far. Just keep a running tally.
It's at least once a podcast. So
let's make a compilation. Chat, who wants to do the work and help us make a compilation of the locker room so we can end the year off with a compilation?
Who wants to make content for free for us?
No.
Yeah, one time we gotta show up and just be in the locker room.
We could just green screen. We could just green screen.
No, like we should actually go find a locker room.
No, we're not gonna go find a locker room. That was a middle school locker room.
Well, let's go to like Planet Fitness's locker room.
They're not gonna let us do that. They're not gonna let us do that.
Well, maybe we could rent out one. You know, you never know.
No, stop talking.
Yeah, we should do like a live podcast at a location undisclosed. Anyway, everybody, that's the end of the podcast.
Whoa.
We are out of time, unfortunately. This one went kind of fast.
Yeah.
We want to thank everyone for showing up. Make sure you like the video, you comment on the video, you subscribe, and you subscribe to all our personal channels. And I hope you have a fun time. Bye.
Bye. See you guys in 2 weeks with another live stream, but we'll still be going and giving you guys a podcast next week. Whoa.
See you in 3 months.
No, not 2 minutes. Shut up.
Locker room.
Come here, Chris. Get the fuck out of here, chat.